A very good morning to all of you. Now today I'm going to tell you more about an auto proctor exam. So how you are going to set up an auto proctor exam in the Google form. So there are basically four important steps in setting up an auto proctor exam. So first you will have to open the auto proctor. Now before opening the auto proctor, you will have to install that add-on in the Google form. Only then you will be able to use that auto proctor add-on. So first step is open the auto proctor. Now, after opening the auto proctor, you will have to configure the test settings. So after configuration of all the test settings, a link will get generated. So you will have to copy that link and share it with your students or the test taker using mail or the WhatsApp. Now, once you submit this test, you can also view the result of the test. Now, this auto proctor add-on basically generates a trust score, and this trust score depends on the number of violation which you have committed during your exam. So we'll try to use this auto proctor in our Google form. So for using this, we'll click on the new. So after clicking on the new, a Google form will appear in front of you. Now click on the Google form. Now the blank document will come. Okay, the blank document has arrived. Now here to change the title, that is sessional 1. Okay, now again you click here. Now you ask the name of the student. So I'm writing this name of student. Now what you expect? Now the answer should be a short answer text. Now here there are this many types. So you can also add the multiple choice question. You can also add the checkbox question. Then you can also ask the student to upload the file also. So there are so many options. So for this, we have clicked on the short answer text. Now, if you want to make this question a compulsory one, then click on the required. So after clicking on the required, this question will become compulsory. Now, if you want to insert next question, then click on the plus sign. So after clicking on the plus sign, we will try to incorporate one question. So why 8255 IC is required for IO interfacing. So you want a long answer text. So we have selected a long answer text, or else you can select a paragraph also. Again, you want this question to be a compulsory one. So click on the required. Now, after creating a small test, then click on these three dots. So after clicking on these three dots, click on the add-ons. So from here, you will have to install the auto proctor in your Google form. So after clicking on the add-on, first you will have to search about the auto proctor. So now this window has arrived. Now in the search apps, write auto proctor. I have already installed this auto proctor in my Google form. See, so timer plus proctor. This you have to install. So after installing this, it will get incorporated in the Google form. So in my case, it is already installed. So in your case, they will ask for your permission. So you will have to install this auto proctor. Now you click on this add-ons. So whatever add-on we have installed, it will get enlisted here. So after clicking on the add-on, you can see a timer plus proctor add-on has appeared now. Now here you click on timer plus proctor. So after clicking on timer plus proctor, a small tab will open in front of you. Now this tab will be having three options, that is settings, then results and the help. Then click on the setting. So after clicking on the setting, a small window will appear at the bottom portion. Now this setting is having three tabs. The first one is main tab, then timer, and third one is the proctor. Now coming to remaining. Now remaining means what? So remaining here it is 200. So you can attempt 200 tests from your account. Now here I clicked on enable timer and enable proctor because you will have to do the timer and the proctor settings for your test. So maximum number of attempts, that is one. It means that the student or a test taker can attempt your test only for once, only for one time. Now you can also increase the number of attempts by clicking on this. So you can go up to 2, you can have 3 or 10. So it depends on the teacher. Now this is the test link. Now this test link you will have to share with your students or the test taker. So after setting the auto proctor exam, so you can also share the test link using the Google Classroom. Means so in my case you can see that there are around 1 2 3 4 5, so 5 classrooms are there, so you can select any one classroom and you can share your test link in that classroom. So after enabling the timer and the proctor, so go to the timer option. Now here you can set the start date, start time, then end date, end time, and the duration. So duration we will write as 20, so we'll set this as 20. Okay, you put your cursor here. Then you can also mention the start date, mention the start time, also the end date and the end time. So end date and end time is what? Means after this date or time you are not able to attempt the test. So there is one more option, that is auto close test. Now this auto close means what? Means if you select this test and if your time is over, then it will automatically close your test. So after doing all the setting, do not forget to click on the update setting. So this update setting is very important. If you are not doing any update setting, it means that your settings will not get set. So if you want to save your setting, you will have to click on the update settings. Fine. So now after doing the timer setting for your auto proctor exam, you go to the proctor. So here you are having two things in front of you, that is tracking and the communication. So tracking, under the tracking option, there are four things, that is tab switching, camera, microphone, and photos and random. Then in the communication, me after the test, user during the test. So we'll try to understand each and everything one by one. So now in tracking, there is one option that is the tab switching. So in the tab switching, what it will do, so it will track whether the student or a test taker switches to a different tabs. Suppose if I am giving a test and if I switch on to the new tab, so it will get recorded in the tab switching option. Now the second one is the camera. So what it will do, so it will ask to enable the camera. Only then a student will able to appear for the test. If his or her camera is not enabled, then he or she cannot attempt the test. So a camera is very important so while giving the auto proctor exam. Then third one is the microphone. Now this microphone will monitor the noise level when the student is appearing for the exam. Suppose if it becomes a noisier, so then it will take the random photos. So for taking the random photos, again one option is there, that is photos at random. So everything will get recorded in the cloud, and after giving your test, so after submitting your test, your teacher will get to know about how you have performed in the exam, and he will also get to know whether you have done any violations or not. So this tracking are very important in the auto proctor exam. Now coming down to the communication tab. Now in the communication tab, there are two options. That is, the first one is me after the test, and the second option is user during the test. So me after the test, it means what? So whatever violation you have committed or made, so the information will be conveyed to me after the test. So once you submit your test, so whatever violation is done during the exam, that violation will be converted into your trust score, and that trust score will be given to me. Fine. Now similarly, there is one option, that is user during the test. It means that suppose if you commit any violation, so immediately you will get informed. So these are the two important settings. So if you wish, then you can click on it, or you can click on only one option, that is me after the test. So when I'm clicking on me after the test, only I'll be informed. The user or the student or a test taker will not be informed about the number of violations. So after doing all this, then click on the update setting. Now this update setting is very important. Suppose if you do not do any of this update setting, then your settings will not get enabled. So in this way, you can set up an autoplotter exam in the Google form. So after setting up an exam, this link you will have to copy. So I'm copying this link, and this you will have to share with your test taker or the students. So now I'm all set to appear for the exam. I have already created a link, and this link I have shared with the student or the test taker. Now I will try to click on this link to appear for the examination. So after clicking on the link, so a small window will appear in front of you, which will provide you information that how you are going to take the test. So we already know these steps, so no need to go for it. Now click on the got it. So after clicking on it, again a small thing will come in front of you, that is close tabs and the applications. So click on OK, finish closing. So after clicking on this, they will ask me to enable my camera. So it is taking a time because my network connection is not too good. So I am clicking on the allow. So my camera is enabled now. So if your camera is not enabled, then you will not be able to appear for the test. So the camera is a mandatory thing which is required in the auto proctor examination because we have clicked on the enable camera. Now here I will write Praful Nandankar. I have written my name. Now this question is very difficult for me, so I'll try to cheat by clicking on the new tab. Now suppose if I click on the new tab, I have already enabled one setting in the auto proctor examination about the tab switching. So when during the examination, if you click on the new tab, so this violation has been done. Now this violation will get recorded in the cloud. So image or the audio files or the video files will get saved in the cloud. So that information will be given to the instructor after the examination. So I have done one violation now. Now this exam is also taking the random photos of mine. Now here I write, yes, it is important. Now if I'll try, now again I'll try to click on the new tab. So I'm clicking on the new tab again. Now I'm writing 8255 IC. So I'm doing the violation again. Okay, fine. Then I'll submit this. So your response has been recorded. Submit another response. I have already submitted one response, so no need to go for another response. Now we'll try to click after the submitting the test. Have you clicked on the submit test button? So yes, I have finished my submitting. So when you finish your submitting the examination, your camera will be disabled automatically. So now you have appeared for the examination. So now I have submitted my examination. So after submitting the examination, the instructor or teacher will get one mail that his student has submitted the examination. So I'll try to check my mail. So there is one auto proctor first test submission. Okay, so one of my student has submitted the examination. Now I will try to see the report of it, whether he has done any, whether he or she has done any violations or not. So to view the report, now click here. So after clicking here, now you can see. So I have given the examination. My mail ID is there. Now you see the trust score is 20%, which is very, very low. So your trust score should be 100%. It means that I have done so many violations. Now click on the trust score. Now you can see from the moment I started my examination, the noise get detected because I have enabled the microphone. Now you can see there are so many violations. So you can see the switch to different application for 3 seconds, switch to different application for 36 seconds. So I have also done the tab switching. So tap switching is there, microphone because the noise level detected because I'm speaking now. So that has captured in the microphone, and that information gets stored in the cloud. So from cloud, I'm retrieving all the image and the audio files. So from here, you can see the number of violation of your student. So you can see that the auto proctor examination is very, is very useful for our teachers if they want a clear cut assessment of their student, so they should go for this auto proctor examination. So with this thought, I'll try to sum up this auto proctor setting, and we will meet next time.